Hi everyone, welcome to episode 7 of To Be a Master, a series where I review my own gameplay so that I can become a better player. Let's dive right into it. So after my previous success with Vensuar, I really want to play Vensuar again, so I instantly go for the Vensuar and hover over it so the team knows that I want to play it. I don't lock it in yet because I am open to changing my Pokemon in case the Vensuar doesn't suit the team composition. Looking at the current team composition, we have a Slowbro, a Blastoise, Ninetales, Wigglytuff, and a Venusaur. I feel like this is a well-rounded team composition as we have a good mix of tankiness and damage. Earlier the Blastoise considered switching to Greninja, but I'm glad he decided to go with Blastoise. This is under pre-mobile patch, so at this point Venusaur's Petal Dance has not been buffed yet, so we're still running Sludge Bomb Solar Beam in this game. I'll be going bot lane with the Wigglytuff, Slowbro and Ninetales will be going top lane, and our Blastoise will be going into the center. Another way we could have done this is I could have gone with a Slowbro and the Ninetales and the Wigglytuff could have gone together. This is because Ninetales and Wigglytuff are a really strong lane when paired together. However, because I'm playing together with the Wigglytuff, I decided to lane with her instead. The opposite team has a pretty strong team composition. They also have a very interesting one. It's hard to tell who will be going into the center as they have Greninja, Talonflame and the Blastoise. Because I have been seeing Talonflame top lane, I don't think Talonflame will be going into the center, which leaves Greninja and Blastoise. Both are common and strong contenders for the center role, however, given the current meta, I believe that the Blastoise will be in the center and the Greninja will be laning. So once again, at the start of the game, I take my Seed Bomb and Seed Bomb the first A-Bomb. Our Squirtle Skull Bashes over the wall and starts his clear. Jigglypuff and I make our way bottom. I make sure to Seed Bomb both of the A-Bombs in the third round and we make our way towards the Ordinos at the top. I see the Squirtle in the lane, which means that I was wrong about my prediction and it looks like Greninja's in the center instead. I see the Talonflame going for the Ordino at the bottom when we go top to contest it from the Squirtle. I should have seen this coming because the Talonflame was actually running Goal Getter. Because of this, Talonflame manages to dunk and take an experience lead. This is because even though we got the Ordino in the center, we managed to lose ours in the bottom. So the enemy team has more Ordinos available to them. It looks like Jigglypuff is trying to steal one in return, and she does manage to secure it. Because she also scored on the enemy point, it looks like we have the advantage now. So we return and clear our Ordino. Here I want to give the Jigglypuff the experience because I want her to level up and get seen. It's approaching 850 now and our Wartortle is here to help us with the bees. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the Jigglypuff was able to level up to 4 off that Ordino. However, we do manage to secure most of the bees, but lose the Vespiquen to the Frogadiers, preventing our Jigglypuff from evolving. We decide to engage them here, putting down quite a bit of damage. We manage to force them back, but our Wartortle goes in a little bit too deep and gets taken down. Now we back off and get whatever farm we can. I can also see that the Talonflame went top lane, or at least to clear the Crawdons in the center. I see the Squirtle going for the top Ordino and I try to take it from him. I manage to secure it and evolve into Ivysaur. Before the next Dreadnought, my goal here is to hit level 7 so I can learn my Solar Beam. That way in the worst case scenario I can still try to steal it. At this point I don't know where anyone on the enemy team is. They could be making their way bottom already. The Squirtle and I trade a little bit of damage. The Wigglytuff sees the Frogadier hanging around bottom lane, and also the Lucario is here already. Wigglypuff takes a little bit of damage but manages to get out with the help of her Sing. Our top lane is also making their way down, and it looks like our Wartortle is going into the enemy center to pick up some experience. The enemy Greninja overextends and we almost kill him. It looks like Wartortle didn't find anything in the enemy center, so he's coming back around. The enemy Greninja sees him and puts some damage down on him. The bees are about to spawn at 720, so we're just waiting around, trying to get in good position. I lay down my Sludge Bomb and I throw my Razor Leaf to secure as much as I can. Our Wartortle comes in and uses his Rapid Spin Water Spout combo. Right now I can't see anything, but I can see that quite a few people have gone down. It looks like we win the team fight and only the Snorlax is left. We managed to get our dunks in and break the point, and the experience helps me get my Solar Beam. I see the Talonflame coming in from the top and a Lucario back in the lane. We're trying to burn this down as quickly as possible before the enemy team comes to us. Looks like we managed to kill the Talonflame, but the Lucario goes missing. Luckily we managed to secure it. I think the Talonflame or has already gone top to get the Rotom, because I haven't seen him or the Lucario for a while now. Our team makes their way top and the Wigglytuff stays bottom to hold the point. I'm trying to pick up as much farm as I can on my way top. I should be using my camera to take a look at the Rotom to make sure that they're not doing it. Instead I take a look at the Lucario who just scored. It looks like instead of trying to do the Rotom, he decided to score instead. We managed to catch him as he's trying to retreat and we do a lot of damage. The enemy team collapses on us. I see the Talonflame in his fly and the Greninja does a lot of damage to us in return. I can now see that the Greninja is running Water Shuriken instead of Surf, which means he doesn't have an execute to secure the objectives. The Greninja starts the Rotom and I throw my Sludge Bomb to force him to back off. Because I can see that our team is holding off the enemy team, I start the Rotom, but because it looks like a fight is breaking out, I pull off the Rotom to help my team fight. The Talonflame manages to score, breaking our outer point. I'm trying to retreat, but I run into the Wartortle and the Talonflame, so I eject button towards my team for safety. Because of that we managed to take out the Greninja and we also break this point. Well, almost break this point. Our Wigglytuff backs off to engage the Wartortle and Talonflame. She uses her Unite move to stay alive, and the enemy Snorlax heavy slams into us. Our Blastoise chases their Blastoise down, and I throw my Unite move trying to hit the Snorlax. Unfortunately, I missed my Unite move. However, this fight has forced the enemy team to back off, so I'm going for the Rotom. Unfortunately, I didn't see the Talonflame there, otherwise I probably wouldn't have started it. Luckily, we managed to kill it before she used Aerial Ace. Right now, I'm backing off instead of pushing the Rotom because I can see that the Dreadnought is up in about 10 seconds. Hopefully the enemy team is at top lane trying to stop the Rotom, which gives us a free Dreadnought. I can now see the Greninja up there, and our whole team is on the bottom side of the map. I see the Lucario coming in and the Dreadnought spawns, so I start it straight away. Looks like the enemy team has 3 people bottom, the Lucario, the Snorlax, and their Blastoise. Our Blastoise uses Fluffy Tail and Rapid Spin, however the Snorlax manages to steal it with his Heavy Slam. Quite a few Unite moves are being used here. Our Blastoise and our Ninetales use their Unite moves, however because of that we managed to take down the enemy Blastoise. It looks like Greninja and Talonflame are here from the top lane after clearing out the Rotom. Our Blastoise manages to take out the Talonflame and we chase the Greninja. I'm not sure if we can push this in, so I believe I back here. At this point, Rotom isn't up and it doesn't look like the time is up yet, so I start farming. I see that juicy farm at the top lane, so I make my way over. At this point I realize I probably should have gone to the bot lane, because it looks like our Wigglytuff and Slowbro are in trouble in the bot lane, as the enemy team is making a big push towards the outer point. They manage to take it down. I go back to base and jump to the bottom to stop them from being able to continue to push. However, it looks like they've backed off through our center area. Rotom's up in less than 30 seconds, so hopefully after I clear this up, I make my way over. We're a little slow to rotate, and the enemy team is probably already up there because we saw them back off much earlier than us. Wigglytuff is making her way over and she runs into the enemy Lucario and Greninja. Also the Talonflame is there too, as well as the Snorlax. Looks like their whole team is there. Blastoise manages to take down the enemy Lucario and we chase down the Greninja as well. Our team continues to push, but Blastoise and I head over to the Rotom. Wigglytuff, Slowbro and our Ninetales seems to be trying to hold them off. I hesitate a little bit too long on my Solar Beam because I wasn't sure it was going to kill. The enemy Talonflame takes advantage of that and lands the fly, managing to steal the Rotom. In return we managed to wipe the Snorlax and the Talonflame, but it looks like the Greninja smoke screens and manages to get away. I waste my Unite move here. I probably shouldn't have used it because the Zapdos is about to come up in less than 40 seconds, and I definitely won't be able to farm it up in that time. With both teams with broken outer points, I'm actually not sure who's in the lead. I see the Lucario make a dunk at the bottom, which makes me worry about whether we are ahead or behind. He makes their way bottom towards the Dreadnought. I run into the enemy Blastoise and I try to back away, but I see that the Lucario is also low. Because of that, I decide to fight. The Lucario manages to take me out, but he also goes down as well. Dreadnought is still up for 15 seconds. I'm not sure if it's possible to secure it in this amount of time. We can see that the Greninja's on it, and I signal my team to let them know I'm going to the center. Our Ninetales manages to steal it without using her Unite move, which is really great. Because I see the Talonflame at top, instead of going to the center, I decide to jump into the top lane to stop her from breaking the point. Although I don't know how many points she has, I don't really want to get double points up. I throw my sludge bomb into the bush to see if she's in there. I see her backing out, so I make my way into the center as well. I see the Talonflame here. I probably shouldn't be trying to fight this, but it looks like she also decides to back away. I'm pretty sure with the amount of damage she puts out, she probably could have killed me or sent me back to base. I'm about to get caught out by the Blastoise and the Lucario here, so I make my way down. I put the Wigglytuff between me and the Lucario, so hopefully she can tank everything for me. The enemy Snorlax has been forced to use his Unite move. I throw the Sludge Bomb down and throw out a Solar Beam. Looks like the enemy Blastoise has already been taken down, and the Snorlax soon follows. We go up to chase the Talonflame and we force him away. He uses Fly to get over the wall, and we see that the Greninja is also at the top side, which means we go for the Zapdos as quickly as possible. I see the Talonflame trying to make his way back in, so I throw my Solar Beam to scare him away. He makes his way into the center by using his Unite move, and I throw a Sludge Bomb. Greninja is going for a dunk at the top lane, and there's nothing we can do to stop it, so we have to win this fight and get the Zapdos. The enemy Blastoise runs upwards with his Rapid Spin, and we turn back onto the Zapdos as soon as possible. Luckily we managed to secure it. I was actually really worried because my Solar Beam was down, and I saw the Talonflame coming in with the Fly. If we were 2 seconds later, we would have lost it. Enemy Snorlax comes in with the clutch Heavy Slam with the block. Managed to eject button over it and go for the top point. Our Ninetales goes down and dunks at the bottom as well, opening the base for Blastoise, Wigglytuff, and Slowbro. I see that enemy Blastoise broke our outer point, so I go back to base as soon as I can so I can jump bottom. With 22 seconds left on the clock, I don't think they can make it back, but I don't really want to risk it either. I see the Blastoise in the middle point, and Wigglytuff goes to stop him. I go back to base in case I need to jump back out. Blastoise throws his Unite move, and I can see based on the points he's already dunked, which means that he doesn't have time to get any more points and dunk again. At this point we've done all we can and have to hope for the best. But because our outer point is still standing and we got the Zapdos, I believe we have the win. So we managed to win this game, but it was actually fairly close. We almost lost the Zapdos in the end, which would have turned the game around. But at that point, we were forced to take it because the Greninja dunked a large amount of points at the top lane. Like the Greninja and the Blastoise managed to dunk 172 points between them. This is my last game to get into Masters, so I gave everyone a good job to show my appreciation for helping me win my last game to get into Masters. Looks like quite a few people are giving out good jobs this game. Looks like the Blastoise is pretty happy with this game as well. Even though I got into Masters, I can tell that I still have a long way to go and a lot to improve on. But for now, I'm just happy that I managed to reach Master. And there it is. I have to say that I really like the Masters trophy. It's much better than the Ultra and Veteran one. I feel like they purposely made the Ultra trophy terrible, just so you feel more rewarded when you reach Masters. Now that I've reached Masters, there's only one thing left to do. Ninetales got me most of the way to Masters, but it was Venusaur that got me over the end. So for that, Venusaur is now my favourite Pokemon. Thanks for joining me on my YouTube series to be a master. I can now say that I am officially a Pokemon master in the true sense. Please like and subscribe to my channel for other Pokemon Unite related content. Tomorrow I'm planning to release a guide on how to play center.